Jesse, oh, I know it's Michael Jackson. Oh, when shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? When shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? That nigga gave us Billie Jean. You say he touched those kids?
Let's get this win. Let's hoop, baby.
What is going on, Team Swish? Y'all already know who it is. Your boy Nick Swish, bringing you guys another NBA 2K21 MyCAREER video. This time I'm playing against the Memphis Grizzlies, who have a new addition on their squad, Mr. Playoff P, Mr. Paul George. Now, where they got the money for Paul George, I couldn't tell you. I didn't know they had that kind of cap space, but you know, they pulled it off. They got a solid team right now. You know, they got a good mix of young guys, and they got a vet now. You see me throwing a lob to Zion to get this game cracking, but yeah, man, I wasn't expecting, honestly, to see PG on the Grizzlies. I don't know if I missed that, you know, when I was looking at the free agents this year before I came back to New Orleans or what. I was like, okay, this is this one caught me off guard, man. But nah, this is a good pickup for them. You know, they got Ja Morant and PG in the backcourt now. That's pretty fire to me. You see me throwing it down over this man, Jaren Jackson Jr. But yeah, man, the Grizzlies are a very formidable team. You know, this is one of those teams where I'm not going to say I expect to see them in the playoffs, but if I run into them in like the second round or even the conference finals, I wouldn't be surprised. And they'll probably give me hell of a series because this game was difficult as is. Like, it was, at first, like, you guys see the score right now. You see boys on the fast break. I'm going to throw this self-lob, throwing down the windmill jam. Y'all already know what time it is. But things looked easy at first, and then I ended up getting subbed out the game. And then we was losing, and I'm just like, okay, I know I said that I wanted more of a challenge in these MyCAREER games, but I wasn't expecting my team to start blowing leads and whatnot when I'm not in the game. So then I remembered 2K is known for, you know, you could be up by 10 points, you go out the game for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, you come back, you down by 10 points. So I wasn't too surprised, but it's like, damn, maybe I bit off more than I can chew. I don't know what's going on. But this game, I'm gonna say this, it was fun. But then it got difficult, and I was starting to get frustrated with my teammates. And I'm like, oh, man, this is not what I meant by a challenge. Like, by a challenge, I mean, me and my guys should still be able to click at the same time on the court, but I want to be able to, you know, have closer games. But you guys see, we in a bit of a deficit right now. We down by 10 points after I get the green light money release on the trade ball. But it's just like, bro, this isn't what I meant. Like, I hope somehow my Pelicans teammates didn't hear me when I said I want a challenge. I'm trying to blow everybody out, you know, in these games, but apparently they took it differently. So we trailing by 19 points. We trying to figure this game out. You see me trying to throw the lob to Kobe White by mistake. That was actually supposed to go to Rashawn Holmes, but oh man, this is where things kind of, we was thinking that it was coming together, and then the more I played in this game, and then I ended up getting subbed out again, we start losing by even more. I'm like, okay, man, like, fourth quarter's coming up. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to try to pull off this comeback. You know, we're going to have to try to get this win because I don't want the Grizzlies to have that one up on us to start the season. That's not how, you know, that's not how things go around here. This, you know, we at home, man. We in New Orleans. We're not supposed to lose on our home floor. We're supposed to defend home turf. And we wasn't doing a good job of that at first in this game. But see my dog, Brandon Ingram, man, I've told y'all before, like, I love B.I. to death in real life because he's a hell of a basketball player, and 2K just doesn't reflect that. Like, in 2K, the man can't really shoot that good. He can't really, you know, go get his own bucket like he can in real life. Like, y'all, if y'all watch Brandon Ingram in real life, y'all know B.I. is a bucket. Like, he goes, picks his spots on the floor, you know, especially from the mid-range area. He loves shooting the mid-range jumpers, kind of like a young Kobe used to, but it's just like, bro, in 2K, he doesn't have that aggressiveness. I think that's the word I want to use. You see me getting the and one. I'm still fighting to try to claw back into this game. But, yeah, man, B.I. don't have it in this game, bro. It's – I don't know if frustrating is even a word at this point because it's gotten to a point where it's like, bro, I need you to show up in these games when either I can't do it all by myself like I'm trying to do in this game, or if Zion, you know, me and him can't spam that pick and roll. Because some teams – you know, me and Zion can spam the pick and roll because nobody can stop Zion, you know, rolling to the basket. He's going to dunk on anybody, just like I dunked on Ja Morant right there. But when that can't happen, I need, you know, B.I., I need Drew. I need pretty much everybody on my team to step up, and that doesn't happen. And it's just like, okay, I got to play Superman again. Like, I gotta put the cape on. I got to do everything. And it's fine to an extent. You know, I do like taking over games, but when I have to take over it to a point where, like, this kind of game is a perfect example. When a deficit is like this, you see my dog B.I. finally getting a green light money release on the trade ball. When it gets to this point, it's just like, bro, I can't do it by myself. And it's hard finding a balance with these kind of teammates sometimes, because in my career, y'all know when you play my career, whether you play on Pro, All-Star, Superstar, Hall of Fame, it don't matter what you play on, your teammates are more likely than not going to be dumbed down to some extent, sometimes too far dumbed down. Like, example, if you play for the Brooklyn Nets, KD isn't going to be like KD most of the time, because 2K just has it set. For some reason, they do this every single year. They have it set to where, you know, your superstar teammates more times than not, unless it's like a role man, like how I had AD playing before I decided to come back to the Pelicans. Unless it's somebody like that, they're not going to play like themselves most of the time. And it's so weird. Like, don't get me wrong, Jimmy Butler is a great player, and he's obviously my favorite player. And I don't see him as some aggressive scorer. You know, he's getting 25, 30 a night. But Jimmy, you know, when I was in Miami, he wasn't super aggressive. Like, he was more of a catch and shoot guy, or he might, you know, catch the ball and drive to the basket every so often. I'm like, I know Jimmy Butler plays passive in real life at times, but he's not that passive. So it kind of hurt to see that, you know, with some of my favorite players. Like Bam, he's a pick and roll guy. I can spam pick and roll with him all game. You see me throwing it down over Ja Morant, trying to pull this comeback off still. But it's just like, I don't know. 2K at some point is gonna have to. They're gonna have to make an adjustment on your superstar team. Not even your superstar teammates, just your teammates in general, because their IQs get dumbed down so bad, and it's so annoying to play with. But you see me getting this tough and one bucket to go. Now the cold part about this and one, I made the layup, but went to the line. I have real player free throw percentage on because I don't like timing my free throws. I end up missing anyway, but we foul. They start inbounding. They're looking for Ja Morant. I'm right there. I end up knocking the ball out this man's hands. I'm going straight to the basket, slamming it down. Now we down by 2 points. We got one possession to lock these dudes up, and we can come down and either take the lead or tie the game. And you know me, I like to play it safe. I would rather tie the game. Kyle Anderson ends up missing, but Derek Favors got the board. Oh, they kicked it out to Ja, and he daggered us, man. It's... Didn't I tell y'all before? Even when we had Derek Favors, we had a rebounding problem. You see me going up, I end up getting hacked, drawing the foul. Didn't I tell y'all before, we had a rebounding issue? And then for us to be playing against Derek Favors, the dude who was our main rebounder back when he was on our team, getting the rebound to potentially win these dudes the game, like, oh, that's a backbreaker, man. That one hurts. But end up missing one of the free throws. It's a 4-point game, and slow-mo is at the line. He missed the first, and he ended up missing the second. So my mind is thinking, I'm like, damn, I should have pulled from the hash mark right there. But instead, I went straight to the basket. I slammed it down. I'm like, okay, it's a 2-point game. We don't have any timeouts. They just called a timeout. If we can get it into a bad free throw shooter like slow-mo, which, of course, didn't happen, threw it to PG. PG is going to go to the line. He's going to sink both of these free throws. And that essentially ends the game, man. I was hoping he missed one so I could run down court and pull a 3 to try to tie the game. That was not the case. I ended up pulling up for a bad shot. It was no use anyway, man. But make sure y'all leave a like, comment, subscribe on this video. I love every single one of y'all. I'm out, Team Swish. Peace.